And Scott joins us once again along with Mike Weeks. So Scott, what role does fertility play in pasture management?
Kevin, previously I mentioned that we did a survey. We had done a survey with the American Forage and Grassland Council with their members. And while extended grazing was in the top 5, soil fertility was actually the #1 response from producers on return on investment, the best return on investment. We think of our soil nutrients as being part of the building blocks that build our forage base. And fertility is so important for getting that production up, for keeping those pastures healthy, and for them to allow them to repair themselves in a timely manner, so that when we do get bare areas in the field, we can fill in those with a vigorous growing forage.
So are you saying that fertility is more important than weed management, or vice versa?
Oh, it's hard to say one's better than the other. If we look at a scenario where we put weed control first, we clean out the weeds, but we don't give the pasture enough nutrients to repair itself and to fill in those spaces. On the other side, if we go in and fertilize a weedy pasture, we're shifting a lot of those resources to the weeds. So I really like to see producers incorporate both on their operation, a good weed control program and good fertility, because that's where the best bang for your buck comes with both of those investments.
And if I'm not mistaken, Corteva has a product that allows you to do both at the same time, correct?
We actually have 2 products right now available on the market, Chaparral and GrazonNext, that through supplemental labeling will allow you to treat dry fertilizer with those products, spread that dry fertilizer on your pasture, and get weed control and your fertility improved in one application.
Now, Mike, you've used some impregnated fertilizer, is that correct?
We have, yes, sir.
Tell us when you started using that, a little bit about your experience.
We started using it. It was the first year that it was labeled for use in Oklahoma. It was about 5 or 6 years ago. We had actually taken a place that we had just bought, hadn't had anything done to it, and to my knowledge, in years. Got a little, if anything new, you're always a little bit skeptical. We tried it, and extremely great results. I think it's second to none as far as weed control and fertility issues all in one pass.
So what can producers expect in terms of benefits of using impregnated fertilizer?
Well, when we combine those 2 together and we get that really good vigorous growth, we have enough residual with GrazonNext and Chaparral to hold those weeds back and allow that grass to jump out ahead, so we fill in those bare spots. So the biggest benefit is that we control the weeds, we shift that competitive advantage to the forage, and then we let the forage overtake those problematic weed species.
And do you see any additional benefits beyond that, just in terms of time or labor or anything else, Mike?
Yeah, that's a big thing, is the labor issue of it. You know, in today's fast-paced world, everyone doesn't have the time to get all these jobs done. Where you're getting 2 jobs and one done in one pass, you're taking care of those 2 issues. So that the labor standpoint has been in time. In our country, you know, the wind blows and trying to put out chemical and things like that. That window is very narrow. Sure. Whereas with it's impregnated on the fertilizer, it opens up that window and gives you an ample time to get something done and get your chemical out and get those weeds controlled.
Well, Mike, it certainly sounds like this impregnated product is a great fit in your operation in Oklahoma. And Scott, I just ask you, if some of our viewers are interested in utilizing this product, where all is it available?
Well, Kevin, it's available in more than 20 states via a supplemental label. And if you want to find out if it's available in your state, I suggest that you contact your local territory manager with Corteva or your local retailer.
Now, to learn more about the benefits of impregnated fertilizer and other Corteva products, visit the website rangeandpasture.com.